Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 11th, I think, episode of the Oddcast Podcast, a media news podcast where me and a group of friends go over such things as media news, pop culture stuff, and video games, manga, television, indie animated projects, indie video games, movies. Did I say TV? I don't know if I already said TV. And other stuff. I am Halo Kirby, and greeted and with me today is a new person. Not the previous guest, not my usual host, but a brand new person. This is one Jadeite Productions. Over here. I think he's over here.
I couldn't tell you. The Discord overlay is kind of weird.
Mm-hmm. I will say
you're to the left for me.
I will say he's over here-ish. Would you like to introduce yourself to the people?
What you do? Sure. Well, my name is Jaden. On social medias, I go by several names: Jadeite Productions, Jade Weaver. But I am a multimedia producer. I make art, I make gaming content, I stream, I basically do whatever's interesting to me at the moment, so.
Mm-hmm. And you're also on Twitch, as hopefully the lovely people will see underneath your beautifully drawn icon that you are being represented by. If only
this is a bit of an old drawing, but
if only
if
only our local friend Virgil the Space Demon had OBS, because they probably would have done the exact same thing as this.
I can help them get it set up, and it's not too difficult.
Maybe
I could ramble about
space.
this.
We'll figure all that out. Hopefully, maybe
that might be a little harder. But I could get something figured out. We could look at that.
Yes. Well, let's see. Normally, in this ordeal, we would start with our beginning segment would include things like our 2.5 Truths usually held by Ethan, or a blind ranking hosted by me and or Ethan, as I would give either Virgil or him to me, some things to rank. But this time we're doing it a little bit different just for the sake of changing it up, because you never know how things can flow if you don't try new things. So we're going to start...
Spontaneity.
Yes. So we're going to start with the media news segment, which is normally our second segment, and just extend the time just to see what happens. Who knows? You won't know unless you try new things. So, let's see what happened in the world of pop culture, video games, etc., 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 in the last week. 2 weeks.
What do we got?
Well, there was a lot of Halo news that came out that I rambled on last week. That even between the recording segment of when the day that happened to the time the episode came out, so much more came out, but we're not going to start with that because I could go on that for like an hour straight. And I already said my piece pretty much last time. It's pretty much just new information. But we're going to start today with Splatoon Raiders and the Direct, and some of the announcements of the Direct in general. But primarily we're going to be talking about Splatoon. Because,
oh, lovely.
Well, I mean, it's not long until that game comes out. Comes out, what, next month? Later this month?
Something like
month?
that?
It's either like later this month or next month. I can't really remember exactly when.
It's something. Well, I'll have to look at that. But I feel like I'm incredibly excited, of course. Mm-hmm. But I feel like at the same time, my excitement is a bit capped, just based on the fact that I don't even think I'd really be able to play it, except for like maybe the local co-op mode. But that would still be fun.
I think. To my recollection of some of the previous... Also, it is coming out July 23rd. I double-checked.
Oh, good.
As for playability, I know it's not coming out on Switch 1, but I think you can still play it via the game share thing that the Switch 2 has. Yes. Like you know how like you could share a DS game to somebody even though they didn't have it via like local connection?
Oh, like yeah. I
Yeah,
didn't know that was a thing.
that is a thing. I don't know how it works, but that is a thing
I
that
knew
the
about the
Switch can
virtual
do.
cartridges, but is
Maybe?
that the same thing or something different? I have no idea.
I don't really know. Again, I haven't really used it, so I'm not really sure. But that is a thing I keep hearing about, so I think you can use it through there. But yes, it does have local co-op, local couch co-op. It has online co-op. The game has ways to play with people, which is, I mean, for the first spin-off Splatoon game that is more story focused, it's kind of like an expanded version of its story mode.
It feels like if you combined Salmon Run with the story mode and also Side Order.
It does kind of feel like that, yes. It really does. And I'm intrigued. I really do.
I'm very interested.
I'm honestly, yeah, the interest is there, and I think honestly, looking at the trailer, I think it'll do really well.
I do too.
I have pretty high hopes for it, and Splatoon's really popular, especially in Japan.
Yes,
when there are random points that my timeline will just become nothing but Splatoon fan art, usually for no reason. But the day this trailer dropped, that reason made a whole lot more sense, as it was nothing but Splatoon art for 2 days after the trailer dropped.
Yeah, my feed was somewhat the same, and I'm not disappointed by it. I love seeing all the diverse and unique art styles that come from Splatoon artists. It's always amazing to look at.
Oh, we're also getting a direct. We're getting a direct for this game this month on the 30th.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be interesting. We also have.
Perhaps I'll actually watch it this time.
Oh, yeah. Last week I sat through so many gaming events. While they were live. I don't do that. I listened to them while I was doing work. I was in that kind of... I was listening to people react to it so I can get play-by-plays as I was doing my job. It was great.
Yeah. That multitasking, you gotta multitask when you got all this stuff to do. I just...
Ironically, it made me focus on my job easier.
Fair enough. It's just the equivalent of working when there's something in the background, but
Pretty much.
Thing is what you're working on.
Yeah.
I can words.
There is also the comic that is being put out.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, they announced it's sort of like a little prequel comic of, leading up to the events. It's how Deep Cut got into treasure hunting and sort of running up to the release. It seems pretty neat.
Splatoon lore is always very in-depth and interesting. I am curious to see how they're going to rip my heart out this time.
You never know. Maybe they'll find a way to do it in a different way.
Potentially. They always do.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I really think Raiders is swearing up to be really good. I've always liked how Splatoon looks, but I like how this game looks. A lot of the new toys and trinkets look fun. A lot of the new weapons, a lot of the new things. Customization is...
Sorry, this is such as a small observation nitpick, but did you see the ink effects?
You mean how they're more animated?
Yeah, how when you actually shoot it all, when you shoot a wall in one specific spot, it actually kind of piles up on itself and then rolls down instead of just merging with the rest of it.
Yeah, I saw that. It looks.
I like that
nice.
detail.
That would make the Switch One explode. Totally.
It would indeed.
The power of
the crispy switch would turn into a black hole.
I really want to try the Splatchet. I love that name.
The Splatchet?
The Splat Hatchet.
There's so many new weapons. They're all so cool looking. I want to try it so badly.
Well, we could always play it. I'll just
I will be invading Yes, either I will be invading your place of residence or the other way around.
But yeah, we have a direct coming on the 30th. We have the prequel comics coming out on the Nintendo Today app. We have a Splatfest on the 10th and the 12th of next month.
Splatfest!
Splatfest! We don't get those too much
What team are
nowadays.
You picking?
What?
What team are you picking?
Holds
a gun.
I don't know yet.
You must choose wisely.
I will think about it. I will consider my options. And on the note
I will be joining Team Speed.
And on the note of series that are crossing over, since I believe that Splatfest is going to be like a crossover event with Raiders. Indie Cross, the indie animated series by one Moro, or is it More Zero? I'm gonna call him Moro. By one Moro, got a new teaser trailer last week. For those who don't know, Indie Cross is an indie animated series animated by either a single person or a small team that is about a bunch of indie video game characters crossing over with each other, and it is, I do not say this lightly, it's quite peak.
It is quite peak. There's so many spoilers for things that I don't know about, but it's okay because they're all used out of context.
Exactly. Just wanted to put that out there in this segment because honestly, more people should see it. It's already really popular. I want it to be more popular.
I agree. I was a little bit hesitant just seeing all the different franchises that were kind of piled up together because they're all indie games that I hadn't really had a chance to play myself, whether that be because I don't have enough time or because I'm just plain bad at them. Looks at Hollow Knight, looks at Celeste. But I'm glad I decided to because it's very interesting, well animated. The voice actors do an amazing job. They put a lot of work into it.
Yeah, it really is a spectacle to behold, and I am very excited to see its third episode.
I wonder how much the animation will have improved.
Considering each episode, considering every single bit we see, it just looks better and better. I have high hopes. All right, let's see. Next. Dead by Daylight got a new trailer.
That did happen.
Jason is coming to Dead by Daylight. In case you didn't know,
it finally happened.
People
finally got what they've been begging for.
Finally, the original, the OG slasher has come to everyone's favorite isometric horror game.
I don't know about favorite, but definitely
extremely popular one.
I hope you're happy now, finally, especially now that it's the only killer that people are encountering now, and it is resulting in the very swift killings of many people because of that fucking spear. Oh my god.
That is all I've seen. I have not played it by Daylight since the update happened. I've considered it because I recently updated the game properly. And
I'm still working on that update.
Yeah, maybe we could play some later tonight. That could be fun.
Yes, I do have a little bit of context. I don't know much, unfortunately. I know about two things. The one thing is the spear, and I think he has an ability that has to do with I think he can raise the smoke, the general fog of the area. I'm not sure if that's just a map thing, if they added a map, or if that's something for Jason specifically. I will have to actually look at it.
I don't know. I have not had a chance to really hop in and play it. But the launch trailer is as brutal as one can expect.
I am both incredibly excited and horrified. Which I think is the expected result.
Which is probably the expected result. Speaking of new player characters in video games, Overwatch got a new hero. I think who is now out, if I'm not mistaken.
They are. I've had a chance to play her, actually. Them, it, her, I don't know.
I believe Shion
is an
I believe
Omnic.
Shion is full on her. Yes.
Okay, good. She, her. I mostly just ask since she's an Omnic, which is an interesting thing regarding her design, as she looks very human.
Yeah. An Omnic trying to replicate the sort of styles and fashions of humans, while also essentially boring her way into ways of power and control that usually are exclusive to humans, and so it's pretty interesting. I've heard some of her dialogue with some of the other characters, and it's pretty interesting.
I've only heard the dialogue of Genji just straight up ignoring her.
Hanzo does very similar. Just straight up
yeah,
ignores
that sounds about
her
right from
jabs.
The little I know of them and her.
How does she, in your brief time playing her, how does she play? I know you can throw a bike at people. I know that's pretty cool.
You can, in fact, throw a bike at people, but it's not just you ride the bike and it jettisons at people. That is an option, but you can also jump up with the fucking motorcycle and launch it and explode it at people. You can charge it up and shoot it at people.
Of course,
she's
can.
Very.
So is the cycle just bound to her ult? So, out of curiosity,
no? The motorcycle's actually a normal ability.
Oh,
it's not a very high explosion radius. It is decent damage, but the cooldown for it is also pretty long. I think it's about 15 seconds. I don't know if it's shorter than longer than that, but it's something around that. But other than that, the rest of her kit is very assault based. She's got a dash that gives her overheal, and as her secondary fire, that's what it's called, lets her do a crossfire type thing. But if you hold it and charge it, it shrinks the area of fire down, so it's more precise. So you can use it for quick eliminations on people. And then her ultimate is just a whirlwind, to say the least.
Okay.
She rushes forward with her two guns and spins as she shoots them, causing massive damage. I've gotten play of the game with this a couple times.
I swear, I watched that gameplay trailer. I was so distracted by the fact you can throw a motorcycle at people, I just forgot what her ult was. I thought that was her ult. It's oh my god, you can use the motorcycle.
I knew nothing about this character when I got back into Overwatch with Pain, and I got jump scared by the motorcycle on several occasions. I was like, she can do that?!
Oh, that's really funny. Alright. I don't have an easy transition for this one, or a jokey one. So they put Sonic's DNA into a statue.
They put his DNA in a statue. We got some crazy new merchandise for the anniversary, and I love it.
Sega has celebrated Sonic's 35th anniversary by creating a life-size figure containing synthetic, quote, Sonic DNA. The DNA was created by analyzing Sonic's appearance, personality, and abilities, and has a Chaos Emerald embedded within the figurine's chest.
I was about to say
on
they
screen
shoved the Chaos
now,
Emerald
and
into his chest.
I'm like,
oh, there he is.
Was like, wow. What? That's I'm like, I mean, it looks cool, but I'm like, what? They did what? The who and how?
It looks cool. I just don't quite know what to think about. That's DNA. It looks cool. That's all I got for you.
It's like, hey, Sega, you should do Mania 2 for the next anniversary. It's like, we're going to release the Sonic the Hedgehog genome and lock it inside a glowing robot shell of the character. And
I just want the year of Silver, dude.
What?
They did the Year of Shadow, kind of, with Shadow Generations. I want Silver to have a spotlight for once. He is my favorite boy. I love him.
I was talking to the Virgil the Space Demon the other day about like
Uh-huh.
Sonic the Hedgehog is a franchise. Like, we introduce this really cool thing and do nothing with them, but then enjoy your 1DS game from like 18 years ago, Soul Dimension and Blaze,
Like,
and
they will make
Silver,
a
who's done
singular
nothing of
game.
relevance in the game since the year 2006. You want Silver? Read the comics.
Like, they'll make like the singular game with like a character that has really high potential.
Yep.
And I cannot.
We made
cannot speak
Future
on 06
Trunks into a
myself.
really cool telekinetic hedgehog, and have done nothing
Yeah.
with him for the last
We've done nothing with him.
20 years.
I love the concept of Silver, but we've done nothing with him.
Unless you're the Archie comics, in which case they do stuff with him, or the IDW comics, in
Yeah.
which case you do some things with him.
But yes, please give my boy more screen time. I love him.
We beg. We beg. Let's see. Helldivers 2 got a giant
Helldivers.
patch is up and coming. Some of it's already been released as of yesterday. And this is the first time in a while I've seen the community not explode over the tiniest buffs to the enemies ever.
Really?
I know, right? I think
It really. I'm not as into the community as you are, as I'm a little bit shocked, but I do know that they explode over very small things.
very small things, yes, like buffing the Hive Guard to make him, useful in combat instead of being just another bullet sponge for the frickin' Terminus.
Yeah.
Now he's weaker than he was before. Anyways,
Oh no.
honestly, it's like, okay, so far a lot of these changes are good, I think, and
Okay, that's good.
because there's a lot of patch notes. All the grenades got
You got just like a
buffs.
handful of examples.
Let's see. The Bastion tank and the mechs now have proper heavy armor, so they won't be destroyed by, light arms fire anymore.
Okay,
So
makes sense.
that's good. That's a good change. We got 2 new fast recon vehicles, 2 new FRVs in the form of the supply
car.
FRV. Yeah, we got 2 new cars. We got a flamethrower one and a
flamethrower car.
Yeah, it's got a flamethrower turret on the back, and also I think the back
I'm about to
seat.
be a menace.
You're about to be. Yeah, I know. There's a flamethrower car, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think it has a back seat. I haven't tried it yet, but I know there's like a big canister in it that you can open the door up to and shoot it, and it explodes. And it's a really big explosion. I've heard people compare it to Hellbomb,
Like
portable Hellbomb type of explosion.
So they put the Hellbomb on the car finally.
What I'm hearing is if we get a portable Hellbomb, the Flame FRV, and we cover that thing in C4, nothing's living. Not me, not you, not
left.
the enemy. All gone. Boom.
Sergeant, I spotted the enemy in that direction. Got it. Removing that direction.
There's too much
Just
to go
levels
over
an
in these patch
entire
notes,
city.
but the new Census Thunder trailer is very funny and always enjoyable, like every piece of Helldivers trailers. And it is excellent.
We love to see it.
But yeah, there's a lot I could go over. There's a lot of changes, a lot of buffs, tweaks to certain enemies, and some people are worried that the game is going to get a bit too easy, which honestly is a valid concern. They have been doing a lot of buffing lately. But the problem is, I know the worst people in the world are going to get mad if anything gets nerfed.
Yeah,
And unfortunately, people will. And unfortunately, you can't please everyone, and B, they're going to listen to the loudest, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones that are going to get the most attention. Anyways, beyond the failings of the internet, Deltarune.
The internet
Tomorrow.
Deltarune tomorrow.
The powder that makes you say Deltarune tomorrow is back in everybody's veins as during the Nintendo Direct last week. We got Deltarune Chapter 5 trailer. And
people got bamboozled by what they thought was Pikmin.
yes. Tobias Foxington has bamboozled us once again. And it's coming out, like, I think next week? Or if not, like, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm definitely doing something about that.
Next Wednesday. We're recording this episode, the 17th, the Wednesdays. Next Wednesday, a week from today, is when Deltarune Chapter 5 is coming out. Oh boy.
I am ecstatic. Like, words do not describe the level of anticipation I hold right now.
I know. In short, it looks fantastic. I really, 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 really need to play the rest of Deltarune.
You do. You've played a singular chapter.
I have no, that's not true. I beat chapter 1 when it came out, and I played chapter 2 when it came out. And I didn't finish chapter 2. So I've played a chapter and a half. Ish.
You need to fix that.
Yes. Yes, I do.
We need to get you to the Black Knight fight.
Oh, no. I'm gonna get stabbed by what people theorize to be a deer.
You're gonna get swooned.
Let me see. Okay. So, 30 minutes ago, a new Spider-Man trailer dropped. That looks pretty good.
I watched it literally minutes ago. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how to interpret it just yet. It looks interesting.
Yeah, it does. I also accidentally just hit a button on my keyboard. Oh no!
What did you do?
The whole screen recording moved. Don't worry about it.
Oh god! My world has been shifted.
Everything's shifted. Yeah. It looks really good. Like, Brand New Day is going up to be a very good film, I think, and I'm interested to see where it's going to go.
Admittedly, I'm kind of slow to process any sort of stuff like this, so I'm not quite sure what I'm looking at. But I am excited.
Yeah, I think it looks really good. I think it's going up to be a good film. I think it's going to be introducing a lot of stuff kind of back into Marvel films and uniting some of the television stuff they've been doing. And all in all, looks pretty freaking good. Now,
he got black eyes.
He do got black eyes. He got big orb eyes. He looks like a gecko.
Gecko.
Okay, it's time. I have to ramble on it for the next 10 minutes.
All right, what do we got?
Okay, so for the first time since it was announced, we finally have a look at the gameplay for Xenoverse 3.
Fucking finally.
It's only been 10 years, almost 10 years since Xenoverse 2 came out.
Just as a quick diversion, you've owned the game on how many platforms?
Okay, let's see. So I talked about this a couple of times on the podcast already. Let's see. I own Xenoverse 2 on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch. And I own Xenoverse 1 on PC and Xbox 360.
Someone's dedicated. Not a bad thing.
They never added crossplay.
That is stupid.
In the 10 years that game existed, almost 10 years,
that is stupid.
They never added crossplay. And I kept having people either get it on a console that I didn't have it on, or or in the case of PC, I just wanted to mod it. So
that's fair. I see, with all the consoles, it makes sense, because it's just all of my friends are getting it on their console that they happen to own, and I want to play it with them. Mm-hmm. And then PC is just mod.
Yep.
What are the mods like? I forget.
The modding scene for Xenoverse is extensive and large. There's so much stuff. There's people are making entirely new moves, new characters, new transformations, new stuff for your created character, new characters in general, adding stuff from different franchises, whether it be from different parts of Dragon Ball that haven't been added into it. It's extensive. The word of the day is extensive, and that's what Xenoverse 2's modding scene is like. Yeah. Still no
Yeah.
word since the last trailer on the final Xenoverse 2 DLC for Future Saga Chapter 4, but I imagine we're going to see that soon. So, in the case of this, in the V-Jump scans, of which you're probably now seeing on screen for Xenoverse 3, this is our first actual look at any kind of gameplay. So,
Wow.
during Summer Game Fest, Xenoverse 3 was there, like it was like an advertisement on the side of the building that we knew about. It didn't have a trailer or anything at any of the events shown in the venue, whether that be on PlayStation State of Play, nothing on Xbox, nothing on the Summer Games Fest, nothing on the sub-events of the Summer Games Fest. Not a trailer, not a word. There was a private event held for certain outlets and content creators at the event. We know that happened. So, people are speculating that where there's a V-Jump scan, that means there is a trailer to happen soon. So, I suspect that we will be getting a trailer to explain elements of said scan. From what I can see, this is looking fantastic. They took away... Bless you, I dropped my mic. They took away...
Wait, that got picked up?
What, your sneeze? Yeah.
Ah, fuck! I muted my mic! God damn it!
In terms of...
It might not have gotten picked up on the recording. I don't know.
In terms of what we have for this scan, this magazine scan that's going off check off the pictures and gameplay that we have. We have some glimpses into some returning attacks, obviously Kaioken Assault is in the game from Goku. It's showing off that, like every Xenoverse game, we can use techniques from previous characters, like Galagon, Kaioken Assault, and Omega Heat Magnetron, which is from Jiren, but like one of the DLC versions of Jiren, I think. So, that might confirm we're getting a lot of stuff back from Xenoverse 2, given the, continued DLC support for the nearly 10 years that it's been around for. We do see in the Soul Assist a sort of team attack with what looks like Saiyan Saga Vegeta, which could be returning of the dual ultimate attack mechanic from Xenoverse 2. We see, a guard break, something called guard penetration, which is presumably some, either revamp or rename of stamina break. Key crusher, some kind of, ability to lower the key of your opponent. Critical break is interesting, using what looks like the animation of the Super God Fist, a very prevalent melee special move in Xenoverse 2 and I think 1 as well. Presumably we're replacing the usual stamina break with some kind of special animation.
Oh.
We don't know. The thing about this is that while yes, it is fantastic to see what this game even looks like in gameplay at all, which so far stellar.
Yes.
We have no idea what any of this really means other than based off the small descriptions. We really won't know till we see it.
That is true.
We see the awoken skills, we see the main character transform into a Super Saiyan, showing off that yes, it wasn't just in the trailer. Your hair does in fact actually change when you turn Super Saiyan.
Oh my god, it finally happened!
It only took them 10 years.
It only took them 10 years!
Or
and
longer.
A whole new game!
Or longer, considering, if you want to count Xenoverse 1 and that, it's been longer than 10 years.
Yeah, that's
Wasn't in Xenoverse 1, was requested in Xenoverse 2, it did not get added in Xenoverse 2, and over the course of the 10 years of DLC, it was never added in Xenoverse 2. It was in Dragon Ball Z The Breakers.
I wonder how unique it's going to look between, the different hairstyles.
I imagine it'll work in the same way it works for Ultimate Tenkaichi, the first game where you could make your own character, where it was very much unique models for each of the hairs. You would get a regular hair model and a Super Saiyan hair model. I don't know if, that's also how it worked in Dragon Ball Online, which was the MMO. from way back when, and I'm not sure how, like, because in Xenoverse 2 you can go Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, God, Blue, etc. Like, so like there's a lot of different forms, and I don't know if, say, they would give you unique Super Saiyan 2 hair. It's kind of hard to say, honestly.
That is a fair question, because that is a slight distinction.
Because Super Saiyan 2, like, Super Saiyan 2, like, on, say, Gohan, like, the first person who used it back in, like, the Android saga, it really changed how his look. Super Saiyan 2 Goku is noticeable, but, like, still, like, you could probably mistake it if you like, glanced at it. It's different enough to be noticeable. Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta really depends on what media you're looking at. Sometimes Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta is literally just his regular Super Saiyan hair, but he's got, like, lightning in his aura, or, like, in some recent games, they've given him a unique hair model for Super Saiyan 2. And, like, Trunks, it's a little different. When in Future Trunks got it, like, it really depends on what the approach they're going to take for it when it comes to the custom created character. Because on one hand, I could see them changing it because that was a big request for the hair to change, period. On the other hand, I could see them just doing just the lightning, just for the sake of leaving it to, like, Super Saiyan 3 to be the big change between the two. Between, 1 is obviously, like, a change, simplicity. 2 you get lightning, 3 you get, like, the big long hair. Like,
indeed.
Yeah, I don't know. Who is to say? We don't know yet. But yeah, it looks, from the gameplay screenshots we have, it does look really, really good. This is always the joke that kind of Xenoverse always kind of looks like everything's covered in, like, oil, everything's made of plastic, because it has has a really strong sheen, like a shine for shading, and that's just kind of how Xenoverse has looked for so long. Xenoverse doesn't look good when it came out, but as more games in, like, the 4 Dragon Ball have come out, it really shows how dated Xenoverse 2 can look sometimes. And even when, like, even some of the Xenoverse 2 DLC switched to a new shading method, so it looks a lot better, but it's still the same kind of models, at least for, like, returning characters for the DLC. And so it's it kind of shows the direction they were heading, and you can see a lot of, I think, like, sort of the progression of the style with, like, how Dragon Ball Z The Breakers looks, which I can't send you an example of because I'm recording the screen for the show. But it was kind of like Dragon Ball Z The Breakers, that sort of, like, DBD-esque game for Dragon Ball. Had, like, it was very much an asset flip of Xenoverse. That a lot of the assets were just from Xenoverse directly, but with a new shading style, that does it looked different. You could still tell it was pretty much Xenoverse's models, but the way they were textured and shaded, it all looked different enough to make it all look distinct. And people speculate that was kind of like the testing ground for a lot of things that was going to eventually be put into Xenoverse 3. And I can kind of see the comparison now that I've seen actual gameplay engines. Now, we've only really seen one in-engine cutscene back in the Xenoverse 3 announcement trailer, its second ever trailer. But now we can see screenshots of actual gameplay, and what I can say is it looks good. I think, like, on screen, I'll probably put, like, the Trunks model comparison that I posted in the Oddcast Hot Chat, where, like, sort of the difference between how this game looks and what 2 looks like.
I actually didn't really notice it until I saw the comparison. It is quite the stark difference. I didn't realize how shiny the characters were before.
Yeah, like, Xenoverse 2 and Xenoverse 1 has, like, that shine to it. And, like,
if it was just their hair, maybe I'd understand, but it's
kind of everything.
Their entirety.
Yeah, it's kind of like everything. Hence the everyone's all oiled up joke that people keep making. they took away all their oil and now they're matte.
Everyone's sliding around Kantan City.
They're just sliding around. That's new vehicle. Just an oil drum you just slide around in for Xenoverse 2.
Oh my god.
But yeah,
Mod that immediately.
mods add that. Modders add that. But yeah, so this magazine scan, it's pretty much just like a quick overview of like just some things we can expect to see. We are left to interpret right. Something kind of major that was added that people are asking for like 10 years now. Battle styles. Battle styles are described as as it puts it, like the player character's stance changes with whatever battle style they have. The way they will perform each attack will also change depending on each battle style. So, in Ultimate Tenkaichi, the game I mentioned earlier, Ultimate Tenkaichi, my horrible beloved, that game is awful, but I love it. The first game you can make your own custom character in, right? It had a fighting style system that you can train with your mentor characters, members of the Dragon Ball cast, to eventually gain the way they fight, their animations, their combos, etc. And that was a thing people really, really wanted to do in Xenoverse 2, so they could change things up with how their character fights. Because
make them more unique,
or at least just change up how the animations look, because
that's fair.
It's after a while, like each race and gender had their own fighting style in Xenoverse 2. But several years have passed, and people are like, what if we could use these animations on your CAC? And these animations on your CAC, just to make things different. Give more customization to the player.
It's been 10 years.
Give more customization to the player. It just got a little dull to some people, right?
Yeah, that's valid.
And so it looks like with the battle style system, they're actually going to do that. The only thing in this scan that I am everything here looks right, looks cool, looks interesting. The only thing I'm really I need to see for myself is the soul chain system, as it is described in this very short blurb. It's the middle bottom part for if you're looking at it. Equip a super warrior's soul to display some incredible power. The overwhelming power can often change the tide of battle, and it shows the female player character, holding the blue flaming soul. That then it has an arrow going down to Trunks. And we're not sure what to interpret this as. In Dragon Ball The Breakers, to defend yourself from the sort of invader, which I think is what they were called, villain, the bad guy that you were running away from, again, it's Dead by Daylight where you're chased by a killer, essentially, but Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
In Dragon Ball The Breakers, you could use the power, I forget what they're called, time gears or something like that, gear something, where you could sort of gain the power of a character that you could pick from, and you could use that to turn to sort of as you went through the match, you could grab that, level it up a little bit each time, fight against the big guy if you get caught, but you wouldn't be as good. But you can level it up to a certain level, I think level 3, and then you could just straight up turn into the character you're sort of bonded to, and thus fight as them, at least for a brief period, to try and escape the killer, right? And in this scan for the soul chain system, people are wondering, is this that where your custom character can turn into the character, or is this kind of how limit breakers work in Xenoverse, where it's an escape death but get a quick boost kind of mechanic? You would hold down, I think it's the right thumbstick, and you do a quick power up animation, and you will gain an effect for a certain period of time. Is this just you do the animation of a flash of whatever character you have bonded to you, and then you just get a boost? Do you turn into the character? We don't really know. We're left to kind of speculate.
Feels a little vague, I suppose.
It is a bit vague, because the little blurb on this is kind of vague.
Yeah, I guess that's the whole point, just stir up speculation.
Essentially. But that is kind of it. We have some glances at some returning mechanics, new mechanics, and the first time we can actually see any kind of in-game gameplay. Which I expect a trailer soon, I guess. Hopefully.
Nice.
Maybe. Don't know.
Potentially.
But when there's a V-jump scan, usually there's a trailer on the horizon. I hope. Maybe.
Potentially.
Please. I'm in my Super Dragon Ball Super shirt, please.
We will manifest it.
We'll manifest it. And with that discussion of everything going on, including Dragon Ball, which I could go on another hour rant on, we will be wrapping up this fine episode. Sort of wanted to change it up this time. Just why not?
Yap session. We love it.
Exactly. Just need a good yap session about all the stuff going on that we can chat on about. And
well, at the very least, thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course.
It was a pleasure.
It's always good to bring on new folks when my dear Californian co-host cannot make it.
We love the Californian known as Eve.
Yes. Current Californian, former Tennessean.
Yes.
But with that, I hope you have enjoyed this episode of the Oddcast Podcast, where we ramble on about things and provide you wonderful background noise to whatever the heck you're doing. Or maybe you sat there and watched us the whole time. I don't know.
How dare you stare at me?
I mean, you are much more visually interesting than I am.
How dare you?
Well, everyone, I hope you have a good, or at least odd day, and I will see you next week, potentially with myself, my Californian co-host, known as Ethan or Flint Quill, and potentially maybe even Jadeite, to talk about the next thing we're going to be doing on the elevator pitch. If I can convince Ethan to watch an entire show in a week. We'll see.
Oh, that'll be fun.
It's only 9 episodes. He'll be able to fit it into his schedule, maybe.
Maybe.
Ethan, if you're watching this, I'll text you about it later. Or actually, you know what?
Option.
Actually, you know what? Now that I say that, by the time this goes up, it will I'll probably have already texted him about it. I guess we'll know his answer. But we will. Yeah, okay, well, bye, everybody. Bye, everybody.
Bye.